as a southern district of Hectares Jiang Province. Lying along National Highway No. 2 and 60 kilometers away from Hectares Jiang City. Bakwang District covers a total area of 109,873.69 hectares and consists of 23 communes. Bakwang is home to 19 ethnic groups, in which Tay ethnic people make up 50% of the district population, Kin people 25%, and other ethnic groups like Nung, Dao, Kaolan, Sanchi, Tai and Wang. The remaining 25%. Each ethnic group has distinctive customs, practices, and cultural peculiarities, which makes Bakwang districts in particular, and Hectares Jiang Province in general stand out. Apart from unique festivals, such as the festival to pray for good crops, the celebration of the new rice, the rite of maturity of Dao and Nung ethnic people, and traditional then singing of Tay ethnic people, Bakwang is famous for the unique horse-fighting festival of Tay ethnic people in Bang Han Commune. The border province of Hectares Jiang, especially its mountainous districts, has many difficulties in traffic. Thus, the house has long been employed to serve life of people in Hectares Jiang. In unfavorable transport conditions, the horse is the most popular means of transport. Girls and guys travel to the market by horses. Horses help the locals carry goods, maize and rice home. As for people in mountainous areas, the horse is the most familiar animal. As thought by Vietnamese people, the horse is a very strong, highly durable animal that can run very fast. Thus, there are many horse races across the country, such as the horse race in Bac Hectares, Lao Cai, and the Thi Thung Mond horse race in Phu Yen. But the first horse-fighting festival was held in Bang Han Commune, Bakwang District, on August 17 and 18, 2013. The festival, the first of its kind, was warmly welcomed and supported by the local authorities and local people. From early morning, people in Bang Han Commune and from neighboring areas flocked to Tu Lam Vien Ka tourism site to attend the first unique horse-fighting festival. "30 horses competing at this year's festival are divided into 15 pairs. Owners of the horses come from communes in Trong Con Zone and other districts in the province, as well as the neighboring districts of Lambin, Nahang and Ham Yen of Tian Quang, Bac Hectares district of Lao Cai and Luc Yen district of Yen Bai. These carefully selected horses are very strong and of good tricks. Earlier horse fighting was part of folk festivals of Tay ethnic people in Banghan. It fell into oblivion. Organizing this year festival is a good way to preserve and promote striking features of the local ethnic culture and the locals' cultural and spiritual life, and especially preserve and develop precious genes of domestic animals in Bak Kwang. This is also a good way to encourage the locals to develop husbandry. Pairs of horses fight against each other. The winning horses are selected for the final round. Two horses bite, kick and bump into each other until one of them gets out of the fixed circle. Before the matches start, the horses are numbered and cared. The female horse makes matches more thrilling. It becomes the reason for the fight. The two male horses try hard to show off their power and conquer the female one. This is a good way to provoke the fighting horses. On normal days, these horses are good friends of farmers. In the fighting sight, they are brave competitors that pose stunning tricks to capture attention and arouse eagerness among viewers. It can be said that this unique event of Banghan Commune can be found nowhere else. A section of forest resound with the applause and cheers of the crowd when fighting horses start a match. This makes the match more thrilling. Good-natured pack horses. In matches, they give double kicks and bite their rivals to defeat them. rounds within 2 days, the organizing board selects the best 2 horses for the final match. The horse-fighting festival in Banghan Commune is organized to promote Hector's Geong tourism. More importantly, it is aimed at preserving the local ethnic culture and developing the local herd of horses for economic purpose. This is also a striking cultural feature that should be preserved and promoted. After the festival closes, the horses come back to daily life, helping their owners in production. It can be said that the horse has become an indispensable part in the people's life in the mountainous areas. That explains why horses are always cared and loved by everyone. With the aim of promoting fine features of the annual horse-fighting festival in Banghan Commune. Following the success of the first festival, people care for the horses in a special way, with greater attention to their food, practices and bath. After the success of the first horse-fighting festival in Banghan Commune, the horse seems to play a more important role in local life. It is hoped that the next horse-fighting festivals organized, the 15th day of the 1st and 7th lunar months every year, will bring wonderful moments to the locals and tourists, making a contribution to preserving and promoting unique features of Vietnamese folk festivals.
Einstein is reputed to have said that if bees died out, then mankind would only have 4 years left to live. Our project is called Bees and Biodiversity. It's part of a trans-European project involving 7 countries, and its aim is to preserve bees as pollinating insects as part of biodiversity. 80% of the programme is funded by Europe. That's the LEADER project. The bees are up against a lot, really, because climate change may have a lot to do with it, we're not sure, but in a very cold winter, a lot of bees died. We also have monoculture. We have 3 actions in our action plan. The first action is land management, where we plant wildflowers. The second action is education, going into schools and getting children enthusiastic about bees. And the third action is keeping bees ourselves. As far as land management is concerned, we haven't just planted wildflowers in the wild, but we've actually given out packets of seeds and encouraged people to plant in back gardens, and it's been fantastic, the amount of different varieties. Biodiversity is a responsibility of everybody. We can talk to local government and talk to our farmers, and then go into Europe, and between us we can form this absolute synergy of encouragement and enthusiasm so that the ecology becomes better and not worse.